Hi, I'm Michael Jordan with AB Friendly Company, and you're at the Underground Meadery. This is the second video in the segment where we're going over the 52 meads in a year. The first one was basically the fermentation devices that you should get to start brewing. Like I said, the videos are going to be very short. That way you can use the book at the end of the segment to go with these videos to help you brew at home. This next segment is we're going to talk about yeast. When you start brewing, you should get a few packets. There are many different yeasts out there. In the book and on the Underground Meadery on Facebook, there is a list of what the yeasts are and what they do. One of my really go-to yeast is the Red Star Champagne yeast, yellow packet. I do use a lot of Red Star product when I'm brewing. During the segments, we are going to do a recipe, and you're going to get 4 different packets of Red Star. That way you can do the same recipe, take the same hydrometer reading, and then you're going to use 1 pack of each one. And that way when they're done fermenting, you're going to be able to taste the difference in the yeast in the single recipe. This develops a flavor and taste for what you like in your meads. Now there is a lot of different mead companies that come out with yeast. Here's Levin, and this is a K1V1116. This is 11 EC18 or 118. Those are a couple different ones. This is a Red Star Mochette. This is the Premier Chevev. This is the Champagne. This is for the LeBlancs. So this is just real quick. You should pick up probably 10 packs of this. When you get your yeast, store it in a refrigerator. You want to keep the yeast cool so it lasts a long time, so it doesn't die out or spoil. Remember, this is an active ingredient. Now as you get going, you're going to be able to read about the different types of yeast to use, what works best with different fruits and adjuncts, which ones work better with spices, which makes good straight meads, what are sacked meads, what are semi-sweets, what are sparkling meads, what are still meads. All the yeast does all that stuff and adds a variety of flavors. In one of the segments you're going to see us use a distiller's yeast. And the distiller's yeast that we have even puts a wood taste or an aged oak taste in with the mead as it goes without any wood. So we even blend some yeast together to get different fermentation. Some yeast last longer in higher alcohol contents. Some will die off when they get to certain alcohol content. So you're going to see us blend some meads. We're going to even use an open fermentation. So you're going to see us use a cheesecloth method and open fermentation. And that's going to take almost a year to almost 2 years for that fermentation to happen. And you're even going to see us use a pollen mix, where we add pollen for more flavors with the natural yeast as it goes. So I want you to go ahead right now. And I think that if you're going to get yeast, I'd get maybe 10 packs of this champagne yeast. This is a good high alcohol. It lasts really good. I have great results with it. You can use it to do still by opening up the mead when it's done, so it's not a sparkling mead. Or you can cap it, wax them down, and make a champagne yeast. So this is a good go-to yeast that I have. And I also like this EC1118 Leviathan. This leaven yeast right here is a high alcohol, lasts very good. It's really good with adjuncts. When you see us do the habanero passion fruit mead, we use that in it because I think it works really well with all the adjuncts and the spices that are added to that. So right now, this one's about some yeast that I think you should pick up. Look at the 4 different Red Star yeast. Go ahead and pick up maybe 5 packs of each, but make sure you get about 10 packs of this, so as we get going, you can do the first 10 meads with one of these, and try to get some of this EC1118. This is a a good yeast to start using. So in this segment right now, this is about yeast. Hopefully you can go out and get some yeast that you'll be able to use. Try some different yeast as we go. You're going to see us make a batch of mead. There's going to be 4 batches. They're all going to be made identical. And then we're going to dump one kind of yeast in each one. And we're going to see how they differ in taste, alcohol finishing, clarity, and stuff like that when we use it. So try to get some yeast and go ahead and get it stocked up and put it in your refrigerator.